Imagination Tech plans to return to the market of high-performance graphics cards for PCs. Imagination Technologies was one of the first developers of specialized 3D accelerators for PCs. On Tuesday, the company confirmed that its BXT32-1024 GPU has been licensed by the Chinese company Inosilicon to create the Fantasy Fanhua 1 Type A graphics card. This video card also has 16GB GDDR6X with a 128-bit interface and reaches 5 flops. According to IMTech, the Type B graphics card is also in production with a dual GPU printed circuit board offering twice the performance. On Tuesday, U.K.-based IMTech celebrated the 3.0th anniversary of PowerVR, the graphics architecture behind legendary GPUs such as the Apocalypse 3D/X series. Imagination announced that it would be backing the game with high-end GPUs for PCs back in 2020, but no one has heard anything serious about the company's development or partners in the last couple of years. Whilst the work of Twitter, who noticed the IMTech blog, says that the Fantasy 1 card in the picture is installed on an ASRock Z690 PRORS motherboard. In a blog post dedicated to the 30th anniversary, IMTech confirms suspicions about the Fantasy series. This is very important, as earlier this year Inosilicon did not report on the GPU architecture of its Fantasy series. Instead, Inosilicon appeared to point out to Chinese media outlets that the Fanhua series of graphics cards were entirely domestic desktop GPUs. There are several hints that the Fantasy 1 Type A will target Force RTX 3060 class performance. In addition, the GPU was built using a 12nm process in China and includes HDMI 2.1, DP 1.4, and VGA outputs with multi-monitor support. The Fantasy 1 Type B graphics card was supposed to be officially launched in early August. However, many are still waiting for details and comparison tests of maps like Fantasy 1 Type A, released about 9 months ago. We can only wait to learn more about the resurgence of PowerVR in China, hoping for a wider geographical distribution. Meanwhile, PC graphics are still dominated by Nvidia and AMD, which are waiting for exciting updates in the second half of this year. Also noteworthy is Intel, which has several mid-range models that will be introduced later this year in the form of the RK750 and A770.